Good evening, Public Works and Transportation Committee. This is Anthony Miller, Special Districts Manager, presenting annual purchase orders with Site 1 Landscape Supply for landscape supplies, specification number 25-11. Recommendation. The Public Works and Transportation Committee recommend that the City Council approve and authorize the purchasing agent to execute annual purchase orders with Site 1 Landscape Supply from December 18th, 2024 through December 17th, 2029 for a total not to exceed amount of $1 million for landscape supplies. Background. Public Works Department oversees and manages parks, facilities, streets, public right-of-way, landscape maintenance districts, community facilities districts, and waterways districts throughout the city of Oxnard. Within each of the areas mentioned above, there are designated services that are covered by the general fund, utilities, and special assessments, where maintenance of various types of landscaping is required for both safety and aesthetic purposes. To ensure timely repairs are performed, staff need to utilize vendors for various landscape supplies in order to complete necessary repairs. Public Works staff performs many of these landscape repairs in-house to mitigate the costs and to provide the repairs in a timely manner. This currently requires a variety of vendors to supply common parts and materials that city staff regularly use. While the city does have existing POs with multiple vendors that, when combined, may cover many of the items necessary for landscape maintenance supplies, there is currently not one vendor that is dedicated as a single source of providing a complete variety of supplies in one location. Instead of relying on numerous suppliers, which increases the number of purchases necessary, the administrative time spent for invoicing and ordering, and the administrative time required to fully analyze total equipment used on landscape-related projects, staff is requesting new purchase orders from a single source supplier. Discussion. The purchase of as-needed landscape supplies request for bid was published on August 5th, 2024, and closed on August 26th, 2024. Site 1 Landscape Supply was the only responsive bidder, and therefore is being recommended for the award of this purchase order. Currently, the purchase of different landscape supplies requires staff to utilize multiple vendors for specific items such as irrigation, plants, non-organic landscape materials, and landscape tools and equipment. Site 1 has many locations in Oxnard and Ventura County that are easily accessible for these landscape supplies. Additionally, Site 1 offers in-store delivery for items that they do not have or keep in stock. This vendor is a one-stop shop providing a wide selection of irrigation, lighting, turf, landscape tools, and pest control supplies. The approval of this blanket purchase order will allow staff to plan and budget for each project accordingly. It also reduces the amount of staff time required to research and procure material from different vendors. In the event that Site 1 does not carry an item or does not have stock available, staff will continue to have access to more generally oriented vendors such as Lowe's and Home Depot, which may carry similar items but are not specifically dedicated to landscaping and irrigation supplies. Financial impact. The total cost for the aggregate purchase orders with Site 1 Landscape Supply shall not exceed $1 million for a total term of 5 years for landscape supplies. The costs for these services anticipated and or expected in this fiscal year are included in the adopted budget for fiscal year 2024-25. Funding shall be provided by various divisions of the Public Works Department on a task order basis and available council-approved funding. There are no guaranteed spending amounts, and each division shall only pay for the supplies that are purchased. Subsequent fiscal year allocations will be requested during the annual budget process. Questions?